Hello, once again, this is Class-XII public speaker, motivational speaker, and public consultant of several corporates. The corporate I'm into right now is OFR Group. Think online, think OFR. It's the last set of video of business studies I'm posting. I've already posted 9 and it's the last set of 3. If videos were helpful for you, so watch this video very carefully because it contains maximum marks. And these are the very important topics which you'll be covering in your board exam tomorrow. So wishing you all the best in advance and hope so you watch the video with full concentration. And the chapters which I will discuss are directing, financial market and marketing management. The order would be, first would be directing, then would be financial market, and the last but not the least, the most important one, that is marketing management. So let's proceed with the video and not beat about the bush because your time is precious. You want time for revision as well. So let's begin. When I say directing, it is the very first function where action begins. And when I say action begins, previously employees were selected and were given tasks. But here, like in the movies, action, action. Similarly, the senior give order to junior that you have to perform this task. And here, it is the first function where initiates action. So its feature is directing initiates action. As all the functions have same feature, these are all continuous functions. They never stops. If work has to be done, a senior will give order to a junior to do a work. So it's a long continuous process. Third, it takes place at every level. It's pervasive. Let it be top level, lower level or middle level. It takes place at every level. Fourth, it flows from top to bottom. A junior can't order his boss, you do that work. He can't do that. Similarly, a senior always guides his subordinate to perform a particular task. So it flows from top to bottom. When I say Maslow's need hierarchy theory, directing has 4 components. First is supervision. Second is motivation. Third is leadership. And fourth is communication. When I say supervision, I mean by that super plus vision, over and above. When a supervisor monitors each and every activity of employee and makes sure that they are doing the work properly, it is called supervision. And similarly, if in the class there is no invigilator, you will all cheat. Similarly, if with the workers there is no supervisor, they won't do the work properly. They will all do work in a haphazard manner. Moving on to motivation. Motivation is an inner state of desire which urges you to do the best of your ability. And the most important part of this motivation is Maslow's need hierarchy theory. It has 5 components. These are 5 needs. If you correlate with your life, you will get it better. First is physiological need. In Hindi we say roti, kapda, makan, food, shelter, clothing. Second is safety and security need. You need economic stability. You need your health, safety. So these are all safety and security need. Economic and financial security, your physical security. This comes in safety and security need. Third is social affiliation need. The need which makes you comfortable that you have a belongingness with the organization. If you are not feeling that sense of assimilation, that sense of belongingness, then you can't work with a full zeal with the organization. Fourth is esteem need. Esteem here means self-respect. Means the other employees working with you might know you well. They should give you respect. Sirs, how you sir, how you sir. That means respect. You should be well known in the organization and they should give you respect. Last but not the least, self-actualization need. What you had seen yourself once you joined the organization. Are you achieving that particular goal? If not, then you have to review that once again and plan it accordingly. Like my vision is, I see myself as the biggest motivational speaker all across the globe in 10 years. And in 10 years, if I don't see myself then I have to review that what are my shortcomings, I would improve upon that so that I realize it. That is what is self-actualization need. There are 2 types of incentives which motivates a worker to do the best of their ability. One is Gandhiji, that is financial incentives. It is also termed as monetary incentives. And the second is non-monetary or non-financial incentives. These are some of the examples. In case of financial, a share in the profit, a share in stock option, extra bonuses at the time of Diwali or Holi. If you give a good suggestion, they will give you increments. they will give you gifts, they will give you appraisals. When it comes to non-monetary, it is increase in status. You have a good status in the organization. You have job security. What is autonomy? Autonomy is freedom. You are given complete freedom to do a particular task, and that is autonomy. There are three styles of leadership. Leadership is a process by which a person named as leader, he influences the behavior of people so that they become followers and they go on the path of a leader. There are three styles of leadership. First is authoritative, Hitler style, me. Either my way or skyway. Whatever I say, you have to do accordingly. Second is democratic. We take employees together. That is MBO. Management takes employees consideration and then takes decision. This is consulting employees along with them for taking decisions. That is V style. And what is laissez-faire? Laissez-faire or free rein is U style. If for example, my teacher is being given farewell, I give you a task, I give you 50,000 bucks and you have to arrange a farewell party. So I give 50,000 and you have to arrange a farewell party accordingly. This is what is laissez-faire or free rein style. That is, you are given a set of money and you need to arrange the program and all the responsibility will be on you. That is laissez-faire or free rein. When I say communication, very simple. I am what? I am a person. Who are you? A person. What are we doing? We are communicating. This is one-way communication. I am speaking, you are listening. But if it's a two-way communication, so communication is a two-way process in which we exchange ideas, we exchange messages. This is what is communication. There needs to be a receiver and he should give proper feedback while he understands the message. And what is the obstruction in that process? That is noise. There are two types of communication. One is formal. That one is scalar chain type, chain of command, in which superior will give order to a junior and will follow chain of command. Second is informal. Informal is also called grapevine, in which friendly communication is done. That is what is called informal communication. While communicating, we have some barriers. It happens with you students also, that you try to say something and the other person interprets as something else. So what are these barriers? First barrier is semantic barrier, that is called language barrier. Second barrier is psychological barrier, that is different in thinking, different in ideology, that is called psychological barrier. Third barrier is organizational barrier. Sometimes organizational policy are very rigid and as a result they don't allow flexibility. So this is what is organizational barrier. And fourth, last but not the least, is personal barrier, your own personal problems. You don't trust your senior doesn't trust you. And similar first two barriers has some meaning, like symbol with different meaning. Principle, right. Two words but with two different meanings. Body language, you are speaking something but your body language speaks something else. This is what is language barrier. Psychological barrier, sometimes you don't trust the other person. Whatever he says, we know that he will speak lie only. Second is lack of attention. We are occupied somewhere and as a result, whatever he is speaking, we are not paying attention. So what is the use of listening then? So this is what are barriers, and there are some ways through which you can overcome these barriers. What are they? Clarify your idea, what you are communicating. Use proper content. Use proper feedback. Ask feedback. Have follow-up communication. Be a good listener. Your message should be complete. When I say take care of goods, somebody might interpret it as take care of quality of goods. So whatever you are trying to say, make it a complete message. Consult others before communicating. Like if you are communicating a particular thing, he should know that regarding what you are communicating. Otherwise, he will be in a dilemma that what you are about to communicate. Second last, communication for present as well as future. That message what you are trying to communicate should benefit him at that juncture of time and in future also. It should be both for the present as well as for the future. And last, whatever you are communicating, you should have an open mind. Open mind means should have a surgery type of something? No. Open mind is, and closed mind is that you are open to new ideas. So you should have an open mind. This is all was about directing, where action is being initiated. Now comes financial market. Financial market is a market which transfer funds from those who have extra, that is called surplus, to those who have funds in deficit. Means if I have 1200 rupees, he has 800, and it's must to maintain a balance of 1000. What will we do? I had 200 extra, he had 200 less. So now what will we do? Surplus will give deficit 200. Now both will balance. So what is this financial market? The persons who have extra, that is surplus units, they give funds to who have less, that is deficit units. And this is among two persons, that is lenders, borrowers, that is, and savers, those who invest. And this chapter is related to develop a habit of saving and channelize that saving into productive investment. Its functions are as follows. It facilitates price discovery. For example, if I want to purchase some shares, for that cost of transaction is being incurred. So what is the objective of financial market? And its function is to reduce that cost. Like we want to take a loan, and for processing it, it takes more cost. So what's the best idea? The best idea is to reduce the cost of transaction so that everybody can afford loan. Third is provide liquidity to financial assets. Provide liquidity to financing assets. That is, if anybody is interested of converting the assets, commercial paper, commercial deposit into cash, they can do that easily. Two types of market are money market, capital market. Money market is that market which deals in short-term funds, that is till 1 year. And when I say capital market, I mean by that any market which deals with securities, which deals in more than 1 year, that is medium term and long term. That is medium term and long term. And when I say secondary market and primary market is that market where securities are issued for the first time. And it has a small procedure. Public issue through prospectus. Prospectus means you say about a company, your board of directors, your office, the number of persons, number of directors, their address, their designation, their roles, their regulations, your policies. It contains in prospectus, so that by seeing that, investors invest in your company. Second is offer for sale. You offer securities for sale, and then you do private placement. If anybody trusts you and they say, Mr. A, you please place my order and I will give you brokerage, that is commission. Fourth is right issue. Right issue refers to preemptive rights. Equity shareholders are given a chance to purchase the new existing shares first at a discounted price, and then other shareholders are offered at a much higher price. So that is what is right issue or preemptive rights. Last but not the least, electronic initial public offer. What it is? Electronic initial public offer. Initial for the first time. Public offer means offering to the public securities to purchase. Secondary market is that market in which securities are dealt, purchased and sold, but those securities are second hand, they already exist. So that is called stock exchange market or secondary market. Trading procedure has some steps. First, you need to select a broker. Then you need to open a demat account. What is demat account? Demat account refers to dematerialized account. It's an electronic account. Nowadays you don't have to pay a penny even. So opening a demat account with depository, that is DP, depository participant. After opening that, you will place the order. I want 500 shares of this company at this price. Then you will execute the order. You will cross check. You are placing this order at this price for this company. You will confirm that order. And after executing the order, then settlement. What is settlement? Pay the price. And when you pay the price, there are two options. Spot delivery or forward. Spot means you settle it in 1 or 2 days. That is spot delivery. And when you settle on a future date, but at a rate agreed upon today. Like you are settling after 7 days. 7 days stock market is being covered from Monday to Friday, morning 9:55 to 3:30 p.m. So in that, when I say T plus 7, that is Monday plus 5 days plus 2 days, that is Tuesday. And timings are 9:55 to 3:30. So that comes out to be Tuesday. And what is that? Forward market. Like settlement is to be done on a future date but at a rate agreed upon today. Now moving on to SABE. What is SABE? Security Exchange Board of India, which is being inaugurated or framed, regulated or controlled. Why? To protect the interest of investors, so that through brokers, through any other intermediary, they are not cheated. And if they are not cheated, SABE has some objectives. First, I referred, protect the interest of investor. Second, promote and develop stock exchange dealings so that dealings are done on a fair basis and there is no such malpractices or fraudulent activities being done. Last but not the least, it regulates the dealing. It controls the dealing. So what it does? It regulates the dealing and it makes sure that everything is in control and done in a proper systematic way where nobody can blame them that there is fraud or malpractices being done. This was all about financial market in which securities are bought and sold in an open market, and those who have surplus, they give it to deficit, and these are two parties, savers and lenders or borrowers. Now moving on to the last topic of my videos, that is marketing management. I have a friend, she wants a lipstick. She went to a shop. There were two sales girls. One said, these are 5 flavors and of shades of lipstick, you can purchase any one. The other one said, on your face, this shade matches your face and your suit, what you are wearing. And it has good fragrance also. I ask you, your friend will purchase from whom? Sales girl 1 or sales girl 2? I doubt from sales girl 1 she will not purchase. She will purchase from sales girl 2. Why? Because first she is educating her about the product. She is trying her level best to satisfy her needs and wants. So this is what marketing is. Creating awareness about the product and making sure customer is satisfied. That is why there were various concepts of marketing management, and now which is being followed is societal marketing concept. Let's talk in order. Production concept, they used to focus on quantity. Product quality, selling, turnover. More the quantity, more the turnover, more the profit. For marketing concept, they used to focus on customer satisfaction. But now, along with customer satisfaction, because customer is the king, they want CSR, corporate social responsibility. Along with customer satisfaction, they want just one thing. And what is that? Social welfare. So, social welfare plus customer satisfaction refers to societal marketing concept which is being followed currently. Marketing mix has 4 P's: product, price, physical distribution, it is also referred to as place, and 4th is promotion. We will discuss everything in detail. Product refers to, it means what a seller sells and what a buyer buys. Very simple. Product has all those ingredients that what the buyer is willing to pay to avail all the benefits. That is what is product. And product mix has 4 elements. First is branding, developing a good image in the minds of customers. Second is trademark, so that nobody copies that. Third is packaging, like there are corrugated boxes, and in that corrugated boxes we trade. Why we trade? The reason for trade is that if we packed in a proper way, then we can charge good price and it has a good display as well. And last but not the least is labeling, describing each and everything on the product, its expiry date, its ingredients, its contents, veg or non-veg, ISI mark, its quality mark. This is what is labeling all about. And moving on to price, price is the value which a buyer passes on the seller. Means seller has incurred some cost, and when we add profit margin, what it becomes? It becomes price. It is similar to your maths what you studied, cost price or selling price. So here price refers to selling price. When I talk of place, place refers to physical distribution. It has some channels: 0 channel, manufacturer, customer; 1 level, manufacturer, retailer, consumer. 2 level, manufacturer, wholesaler, retailer, consumer. 3 level, manufacturer, wholesaler, retailer, agent, consumer. So these were the channels of distribution, place where goods are being produced and manufactured. Last topic, last P, that is promotion. Promotion refers to all those activities which are done to communicate with the customer, and the main motive of doing promotion is to promote sales. Why promote sales? To maximize profit. That is what is the ultimate objective of any seller, any marketer. To satisfy the customer is good, but at the end what you want? Profit. So it has 4 elements. First is advertising, second is sales promotion, third is personal selling, and fourth is public relation. Advertising refers to hiring a paid sponsor so that it reaches masses and cost of per transaction is less. For example, I gave an ad of worth 10,000 and 10,000 people saw it. So per person what was the cost? ₹1, very minimum. So this is what is advertising. It has good effects, it has bad effects. But those who want to grow their business in leaps and bounds, they need to advertise. Sales promotion. There are some techniques as I mentioned. Offering discounts, giving free samples, lucky draws, 0% finance. These are some of the ways how sales can be promoted through sales promotion. Third is personal selling. Going door to door, telling about the product, making them use the product, giving demonstration. So what is that is? That is what is personal selling. Last but not the least is public relation. Public relation refers to forming good idea about your company in the minds of customer, and you can do this through news, speeches, events, written materials. To better the image in front of the public, what will happen? People will invest in your company, they will have a good bond, because as rightly said by Dhirubhai Ambani, if you want to grow your business, you need to inculcate 2 elements. First is trust and second is relationship. So this public relation focus on relationship. Better is your relationship with the outside world, the better will be your image of your company, and your company will grow leaps and bounds. So this was all about marketing management. It ends all 12 chapters. All the best for your board exams, and I would come up with economic videos, and based on your responses and comments, please share your comments how your business paper was. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, I would first say, first watch the videos. If you like the videos, then only subscribe, otherwise don't subscribe. God bless you. All the best for your paper. I pray to God that you do your best. Do your best. God will do the rest. God bless you.